The Miss Universe contest is the most popular in the world. Predictions, betting, and hot picks of frontrunners are at an all-time high during Miss Universe season. Miss Universe has been criticized for becoming too predictable, with the same nations ranking and doing well year in and year out. Hi, welcome to Glam Hour. I'm a pageant event director, having directed numerous local pageants in the Philippines, as well as having been involved in Miss Universe 2016 when it was staged here in my country, the Philippines. I am also an avid watcher of the live staging of Miss Universe in Bangkok, Manila, Las Vegas, and Atlanta before COVID hit. And before we start, I hope you can hit the subscribe button below so you can see more pageant insights like this in the coming days. Miss Universe is a pageant where many pageant experts can make general predictions because the finalists generally come from the so-called powerhouse countries such as Venezuela, the USA, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Brazil, South Africa, Mexico, and the Philippines. However, it has also demonstrated that it's extremely difficult to forecast the Miss Universe predictability. We as pageant enthusiasts never know what will happen in the end, right? Although most of the predictions this 2021 pointed to Miss India Harnas Sandhu as the girl most likely to become the new Miss Universe 2021 turned out to be correct, some of the supposedly strong candidates that people expected to carry on did not place at all or placed poorly. This caused many forecasts to be incorrect, as well as making the finale unpredictable in many ways. On finals night, there were big surprises. Singapore placed for the first time since the country hosted Miss Universe in 1987, and that was almost 34 years ago. Aruba placed for the first time ever since the country placed first runner-up in 1996 or 25 years ago. And even more surprisingly, the Bahamas placed for the first time ever in the history of Miss Universe. I would say that this is a great thing to see, new countries breaking through in a pageant that has been criticized for choosing the powerhouse countries most of the time. But of course, as in any pageant, there are some shockers. Thailand, for example, did not make it after constantly placing for the last 6 years in Miss Universe. Mexico was denied the opportunity to compete for a back-to-back victory this year. Spain also did not make it, despite the fact that she was highly favored by the media and many pageant bloggers. And then at the top 10, there were 9 people of color, 9 candidates of color. I think that was really amazing to see, and it's what makes Universe 2021 quite the unpredictable pageant that it was. Now, let's get to the predictable. Seeing the Philippines get to the top 5, the first top 5 finish after Catriona Gray won in 2018, was a good thing to see. This has been the best result so far for the new franchise holder of Miss Universe Philippines, Shamsi Supsup and Jonas Gapu. Many people did not expect Miss Philippines Beatriz Luigi Gomez to finish beyond top 16. But hey, she did not bow after the first cut. She survived 2 cuts, and that's really an awesome accomplishment. Bea really brought her A game to the pageant and did not let her nerves get her down, unlike what happened to her predecessor, Rabia Mateo, in the previous edition of Miss Universe in Florida. Bea showed her personality and shone both in swimsuit and evening gown. And I'm sure she must have really done really well in the closed-door interview. And she answered her question quite well in the top 5. And now for the top 3. South Africa is back. This is South Africa's 4th top 3 placement in the past 5 years. That is a record. As far as I know, no other country in the world has done this in Miss Universe. So congratulations, Lalela Maswani, for becoming Miss Universe 2021 second runner-up. And now for the first runner-up, Miss Paraguay, Nadia Ferreira, who finished top 2 or first runner-up. This is a record for Paraguay. Paraguay has never finished top 2 or even top 3 in Miss Universe. Prior to this, the best performance by Paraguay was a third runner-up finish, first in 2004 and then 2 years later in 2006. And now for the winner, India. I must admit that I picked India to win from day one. Although I did not post about it in social media as I often do. But I know that there are many others who did the same. For me, it was Harnas Sandhu who displayed that distinct Miss Universe vibe and Miss Universe aura from day one. She was very consistent. She reminded me of Catriona Gray in 2018, who also displayed the same consistency, the same preparedness from pre-pageant activities to preliminaries and all the way to finals night. And Harnas Sandhu answered her questions really very well. And her mimicking the cat sounds, which was really fun during the casual interview, will forever be etched in the minds of many pageant fans for years to come. It was so unforgettable and it was so uniquely Sandhu or Harnas Sandhu. In the final question, I felt that Harnas took a little bit time to warm up, and I even thought that she would give out a very short answer. But then when she started speaking, she accelerated and her answer was nothing short of brilliant. And after that, nobody on their TV screens or in the live audience doubted as to who would get the crown. So there, it was a really strong top 3 for sure. In the end, South Africa, Paraguay, and India were definitely the 3 most deserving ladies to be there in the top 3. So, all in all, the results are really satisfying. It is nice to see new countries breaking through in the semifinals and in the finals. But I also know that countries that consistently make it to the semifinals and finals, the so-called powerhouses or countries with strong sash factor, they always send the best and strongest delegates. That's why. So we now have a new Miss Universe, the first for India after 21 years. This is India's third Miss Universe crown after it earned its first in 1994 via Shusmita Sen and in 2000 via Lara Dutta. And both those years, they also won the Miss World titles. Wow! Now the question is, will history repeat itself this year? So, that's it for now. Did you notice anything interesting in this year's Miss Universe that broke the trend? Do comment down below and let us know. Thank you for watching.